This is something we've been wanting to do right from the time we conceived the great overland adventure.
We got to see some fantastic places.
Meeting Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg, just to see the excitement levels. These are professional Formula One racing drivers.
Something we never got tired of, and something that never got old, was the number of people who had reactions of all kinds to the fact that the steering wheel was on the other side.
What was the most challenging part of your adventure so far?
Not sleeping very much. We pretty much all have one thing in common after the GLA adventure. We all have diabetes.
Biggest standout was probably the Eon Tiriac car collection. 151 of some of the finest specimens on display.
We spotted an Indian cricket club in Bucharest playing a cricket match.
There was Batman driving next to us, and he drove next to us for about an hour.
It was Batman, and then he kind of pulled alongside our car and he handed these guys something. So then we got onto the walkie-talkies and we said, "What did he give you?" So at the next gas station we got to see, and it was the Bat logo.
He just gave us a magnet with Batman's logo.
He goes as Batman to hospitals which treat seriously ill children, and he goes to cheer them up. All right. Okay, it's down to Africa now, I think. We kept talking about it, right? And we kept thinking we should use the Shakira song about Africa, this time for Africa.
Thank God you didn't.
So what was your favorite moment once you had taken over? Amongst many.
It's Africa is very difficult to put into words. In fact, Morocco, we went to Morocco. It's got the Atlantic on one side, Sahara. But I think me, there was that bit, when you go off-road, you don't, if you get stuck, someone gets stuck, you don't leave that person behind, you get out and help them. And when we were driving into the Sahara, there was this old couple who were stuck on the side of the road. Their Peugeot had dug itself into the sand, no help around. So we stopped and helped them get out, got them out of their position. And that felt good. That felt really good, helping somebody out for a change. So yeah, I think that was my.
They were Europeans, right? They had just come down for
I think
it, right?
they were French couple.
French.
Yeah.
I have a question. What were they doing in the sand with a Peugeot? I mean, what did they think?
Right, all these hotels near the Sahara, they all have these sand tracks getting to. In fact, we also kind of did the same thing later that night. But so they were trying to just drive out and they got stuck. And
All right, so of course we'll show you a glimpse of that.
As we head to the Sahara, on the gravel track leading up to Mazurka, Osip spots a French couple who've managed to get the little front-wheel drive Peugeot stuck in the sand. They've obviously fought over it because the guy is all red and digging furiously while his wife has her hands folded in fury. Osip, being Osip, pulls over immediately and gets down on his knees to help dig the car out. These off-roaders, I think they have a saying or something to leave no man behind.
here in these lonely places like desert, you can't leave a man behind. You see someone in trouble, you got to stop and help them because there's no one else to do.
That's a good thing he did.
And actually, Osip, you must add that how karma, it paid us back, because after we dug those guys out, I got the GLA stuck just maybe a kilometer before our hotel, because we couldn't see, it was pitch dark and there was a sand track, and I just drove through and we got stuck. And after 5 minutes, a random guy came in his Land Cruiser and he just didn't say a word. He just jumped out, looked at the car, pulled out his tow rope, hooked us up, dragged us out and said, okay, that your hotel is straight down and on the left.
And I think he was on crutches. Huh?
And he was on crutches, yeah.
Wow. There are good people everywhere.
Driving in daytime, it's an easy task. But driving in night times, especially in African countries, so is this car safe to drive in night times?
So yeah, it is because one, couple of things. One, the headlights are really good on these two cars. Two, the roads there are really well marked, and people generally in Morocco they follow traffic rules. So you know what to expect. You will not find like a cow running for you in the middle of a corner, or like a cyclist without his lights on, or a truck parked at the side. You don't find it just doesn't happen there. So yeah, there it is safe to to push things a little bit, not too much, but yeah.
Well, driving the night in Africa was fine, but we only did Morocco. We didn't go into deep Africa. That would have been a different story. Morocco, I think we got 100 meters of bad road, but apart from that, it was baby butt smooth, and it was really quite all right. In fact, 2 nights we drove through the night. We reached at 8 in the morning. And we woke up earlier that day. We started off at 8 in the morning. So it was 24 hours on the road. Of course, it gets tiring, but it was safe. It was fine.
We want to still talk a little bit more about Africa. You have to tell us your favorite moment as well, Sirish.
Oh, okay. So a lot of very, very interesting moments. But I think we had a lot of fun in Marrakesh. It's a historic city, and we found an old W123, which is the original E-Class before the E-Class name even got into production. And Osip and I went on a drive around Marrakesh, discovering the city, and that was an absolute blast.
Let's see it.
We're in Marrakesh near the Jama El Fana Square.
And that was where Alfred Hitchcock's iconic movie The Man Who Knew Too Much was shot. We are guys who know too little.
And we've come here to discover some more. And we're finding there's a lot of connection between India and Morocco. And one of them is to do with
Taxis. Now it's not what you think. I like how Mumbai's landscape is dotted with black and yellow taxis. Morocco's is dotted with these, what color is this? Cream? Beige.
Yellow.
Well, these taxis, but they are Mercs because these cars last really long. And we are going to explore Marrakesh with these cars. Yeah, and this is the main connection also with India. This was the engine that actually was licensed to India, the first Mercedes-Benz engine to be built in India. That's the big connection.
That's the OM616. So what is the power?
I think when it was first made, it made between 65 and 70 horsepower. But this car is more than, this car is more than 25 years old. So I don't think even 45 horsepower.
But look at it, huh? 4-cylinder, beautiful.
So ready for your ride?
Yeah.
Come on.
S'il can you drive your cab? Taxi? Yes. We want to drive.
Ah oui, d'accord. C'est moi le chauffeur?
No, we want to.
Ah oui?
Yeah.
Ah oui.
Merci beaucoup.
Go vert.
So this was before even the E-Class name came into force, right?
Yeah. This is Africa. Expect the unexpected.
Right, sir? Where to?
Jama El Fana driver.
That will be 500 dirhams.
300.
200. No, sorry, 800.
Just go.
Okay, forget it. For Indian, it's okay. And now this is flat out in a taxi. And 4 gears and we're done. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Another thing we've discovered, something that's common. In Bombay, everyone's moving out of Fiat taxis. But in Morocco, everyone's moving into Fiat taxis.
Well, there's a new Clash for Clunkers scheme that the government introduced
Clash
last
for
year.
clunkers.
Exactly, so they're calling these clunkers. And what they want to do is they want to get rid of all these 25-year-old cars because they pollute too much and they're quite noisy. And they want them to accept more new cars. So another 2-3 years and these grand taxis will be over. And the same case in Mumbai, where another 2-3 years and all those Kali Pili taxis, that will be over.
I think you're driving a piece of Morocco's heritage there.
Yeah, but I think the Moroccans have had it better than us. These taxis are far better than our Kali Pilis.
They've had a good starting point, the Mercedes-Benz, right?
The Mercedes-Benz, seriously.
Our cars are battle tanks too, yeah? They've done quite a bit. Huh?
Especially with you in the Sahara.
Me in the Sahara? What did I do?
You've left your mark on the Sahara. You can be proud of that.
But really, I'm quite impressed with both the cars. I mean, they've been running faultlessly. Touch wood. Nothing's happened to them in how many? 14,000 kilometers?
15,000 kilometers.
We crossed 15,000
last night we crossed 15,000 kilometers.